What's good, YouTube? It's Rage Real. So in today's video, I want to take a deep dive into what I believe is the best goal line play inside of Madden 22. So if you enjoy this video, go and drop a like on the video right now. Go in and sub and turn those post notifications on. So one thing I do want to say is that I am not the founder of this. I happen to see Maze run this, and I believe Maze is the founder, so he's the one I'm definitely going to give credit to. And Maze, if you happen to see this video, man, keep grinding, man. I love checking out your content. You're doing amazing things on your channel. So without further ado, man, I want to take a deep dive into his 2-point conversion / goal line play, and I'm going to break it down into extensive detail. Now, I do believe he has an ebook on his website that he promotes, so if you guys are interested in getting his ebook, make sure you do go check out his channel and go to his website, and you guys can get plugged in with his ebook. But without further ado, man, I really want to go over this goal line play that he runs. Now, I'm going to showcase this out of trips tight end because it's a particular play I love doing this out of, but this will work with any trips set that you have. So yes, even something like wild trips patch, you could do it out of technically you could do it out of something like a slot offset if you wanted to get real creative. You could do it out of something like trips tight end flex. So just basically any 3 receiver set. Even technically you could do it out of an empty set if you have 3 receivers on one side. So it's pretty much universal in that aspect. But to me, if you want to know my favorite formation to play to do it out of, it is going to be out of trips tight end. And also I am in the Patriots playbook. Again, I'm in the Patriots offensive playbook. So what we're going to do, we're actually going to go to the trips tight end, and the play that we want to choose is actually double in cell right here. So as far as defense goes, I want to show you guys that right now we have zone drops completely off because I want to show you how stock zones react to it, and then we'll talk about zone drops, and we'll talk about how far you can run this, and we'll talk about everything like that. Now, I'm going to come out and showcase this out of dollar. I mean, realistically, you won't see dollar on the goal line, but the only reason I'm doing it is because it's a pass and play. So I want to show you guys with actual DBs in there. So you see we got Will Redmond, we have Henry Black, we have Kevin King, we have, I forgot him, but he's pretty good. I know he's fast, he's like 90 speed. And we also have Stokes, and we have great safeties up top. So this is why I use this defense to showcase with. Now, we're going to come out in cover 3, but I'll show you cover 3, cover 4, cover 2, and I'll also show you man coverage. So let's start off in cover 3. Now, I put the ball on the 2-yard line just to kind of simulate going for a 2-point conversion. Now, for the setup, it's really, really simple. But first, actually, let me show you we are in cover 3. Now, what I'm going to do is spy this guy so I can represent getting out the pocket, because you want to actually spy this person. Now, if they come out of a dumb defense like this, I'll just run the ball, but just pay attention to the coverage. That's all that matters. Now, for the setup, there's 2 ways you can run this. So, no matter what, you want to always take triangle right here, slot receiver, and you want to put them on a hitch route just like this. That is mandatory. Now, right here, we have a few options. Either A, if you have this double in cell in your playbook, leave it just like this with this little corner route. That corner route is really, really glitchy. Or B, if you don't have this corner route, then what you can do is just take circle, put them on an in route, and it'll work the exact same way. But me personally, my favorite setup is with the out route. So that's the one I'm going to show you that comes stock. Now, I'm going to spy this in just like I said. I'm going to roll out the pocket and kind of show you. So you can either A, roll out the pocket, or B, you can drift out the pocket. And what you're going to be able to notice is that we're going to have that dot right there along the sideline that's going to get wide open. Now, quickly, I'm kind of hopping to replay real quick and just kind of show you the other reads that you can make. So essentially what always wants you to be your main read is going to be this outside throw right here. Now, for whatever reason, the game does not recognize this player coming backside as an outside zone needed to guard it. So that's why they kind of just are left right here kind of glitched. And the reason they are glitched is because of this this hitch right here, and also this in route kind of pulls them, and then they're going to kind of get sucked onto this route right here. You tell the outside zone is going to kind of come and play like this, and they're just going to completely miss this guy right here. Now, this play is also good because sometimes when you roll out the pocket, you can have this open window right here. Now, obviously, these 2 are spies, which I'll actually do a better job of just blitzing them just so you can see, which I'll go and do that right now because I want to show you guys realistically what you'll see online. So let's actually take that safety right here. Let's just blitz him too. So you see right here, we're playing a stop cover 3. Hopefully I have enough time to let this ball go, but we should. So let's take triangle, put him on a in route, and you want to double team this in, and what you want to do is just kind of roll out the pocket. But I want to show you that square route can get open right there. Now, the cover 3 played it perfectly right there, but a lot of times it's not always going to play it that perfect. But anyways, let's go ahead and move forward, man, because I got a lot I want to show you guys. And primarily what I'm going to be doing it's showing you guys that left side read. So take circle. I want to put him on out route and just show you that yes, you can have that too. So you just roll out the pocket. You can tell we'll have him right there. Now hopefully you don't get a terrible animation like I got, but that's essentially what you're gonna do, man. And I'm gonna show you versus all the zone coverages right now, and then I'm gonna talk about man coverage, and I'm also gonna show you the furthest back that we can run this concept with. So in case you want to run this inside the goal line, you know, or the red zone, I should say, in case you want to run this in the red zone. So take triangle, put them on a hitch, and I like I said, I love that route right there versus cover 2, because you're gonna be able to notice, I mean, that just gets literally just naked, I mean, just literally wide open. You know, you can't ask for any more wide open than that. Now, one thing I do want to mention is that without this out route, so let me kind of show you what this looks like now with this circle on the out route, triangle on a hitch. You're gonna notice that it doesn't get as wide open. You see right here how the cornerback actually plays it correctly. That's one of the things I don't like about it. So that's why I love this double incel play, because we're gonna allow to have this little deeper running out route basically. So triangle on the in route, we're gonna go back to cover 2 just to show you again so you can see the difference again. So here we go right here. Now like I said, you want to just sprint out the pocket, and then I mean it's just literally gonna be wide open, you know. And like I said, I'll show you guys versus zone drops. I'll show you guys all of that, you know. So this is what this video is dedicated for. Now cover 4 drop, we're gonna pretty much be the same thing. So you see cover 4 drop, now triangle on the in route, and what you're gonna notice too is that cover 4 drop actually does a pretty better job of playing that route, but they kind of hold off at the end. So if they play cover 4 drop, just be patient and wait for that cornerback to kind of move, and then you'll be able to throw that ball right on the outside. Now cover 4 drop, if you want to get it more wide open, just take circle, put them on the in route, but you kind of run the risk of, if it's not cover 4 drop, then you might not be able to complete the pass. So this is just why I like this standard setup right here, just because worst case scenario is cover 4 drop. This is actually the best way to play it, is put the outside cornerback in a quarter. That's normally the best way, because you kind of tell he kind of lets up for half a second, and that's when we're going to be able to deliver that strike right there. We're waiting on this ball right here. Now if they have a decent user, they may be able to click on it. Normally I haven't seen it picked off yet, but you never know on EA if they kind of give a pressure inaccurate. That's the only way normally that gets picked, if they give you a pressure inaccurate. In this type of situation, you would pretty much always have that completion like that. So next coverage, oh actually, you know what, let's go cover 4 drop, because I want to show you what it looks like if we put them on an out route. So let's take circle, put them on an out route, triangle on the in route. I want to show you that with the out route, it's actually a little bit better. You can tell it's gonna get just way more wide open, but that's just one of those things, like if they run cover 4 drop and for some reason throw incompletion or maybe random ball, you'd be like, okay, then I'll come back to this concept. That's how I like to use this ball. So I like to use this offense, if I'm in the goal line, I'll run the ball once and I'll see what defense they're in. Then that's actually when I come out in this play, because then I'll know, like, okay, well, it might be better to put circle on the in route, or, you know, it's better just to run it, you know, with this setup. So that's how I like to do that. Now, last coverage you guys are probably wondering about as well. There's no way it could beat man coverage, right? Because I mean, you know, you probably would think in your mind, well, what if they just man it up? Well, this is why I wanted to show you man coverage. Now with man coverage, there's going to be 2 things that you can do depending on who your receiver is. Sometimes you can get a really good win animation right there, because in routes do beat man coverage, and most of the time people are not going to be shading over the top. Most of the time when you're inside the goal line, they're going to be pressing, shading inside, they're going to be doing all that. They're actually going to do the press animations because they can't get beat for a 1-play touchdown on the 1-yard line, you know, so they're going to be pressing. So what I would suggest you to do, if your opponent's running heavy man, go ahead and put your best receiver right here, and then put your best route runner right here. So in theory, I should swap these 2 receivers, but I'm not gonna worry about doing that right now. But you'd want your best route runner here, and then you want your best receiver right here. That's kind of how I do it, or your top 2 receivers. So anyways, without further ado, what I was trying to get you to understand is that most of the time they're going to be pressing, and if this is your best receiver, he's normally going to just win off press. Normally you see how he gets a little speed burst, and he's going to be wide open, so the user will have to either be here, or the user is going to be somewhere running here. So that's just why I like to kind of drift in the pocket if it's man coverage. I don't like the sprint, and I'll show you why I don't like the sprint versus man in a second. But what I wanted to show you too is that this route sometimes can get open. This is why you want a good route runner, because it can be man. It's just if they have like a G. Alexander on this guy right here, Estridge, then it's, you know, realistically don't look for that to be a read, you know. So real quick, let me show you why I don't like sprinting out versus man coverage. And it's really simple too. Just honestly, the only reason, because sometimes square is not going to be able to let you throw it even though it's wide open. So you see how, like right there, he's going to be able to make a play on it. Now if I probably just drifted out of the pocket, it probably would have let me lowball that, you know. So that's just kind of like how I like to play that game right there. So let's go man coverage. Let's go ahead and pinch our line, just because we'll spot this guy so I can easily get outside the pocket. And I do want to show you Estridge's route real quick. So let me just kind of show you that. So we'll come here, and then we'll be able to just, ooh, I threw that way too early. Don't throw that early. Now, if it is man coverage, what I do suggest you just roll out the pocket and run, because you're gonna have to throw that man coverage read late. You won't be able to throw it early. Of course, you just seen that if you throw it too early, you definitely can't throw a pick. So definitely be careful, be mindful of that. Don't do what I just did. But what I would do is roll out the pocket here. I'll probably try to set my feet, and you see right there, that's normally the type of animations you're going to get. If you have a good rollout, throw on a run quarterback, this is completely fine for you to do. And again, I'll run that one more time, then we'll go ahead and move on, talk about some other things. Now, I do want to drop a purple over there, because you might be wondering, real, if they just play a purple over there and they shade over the top. So I'll go ahead and show you that too. Just shade it over the top. It's just sometimes it doesn't work as well. Right there, like I said, we actually able to swerve and get the catch, but it's gonna be contested. You know, that's why you want your best route runner there. That's what I do suggest. Now, moving on, before I talk about zone drops, I want to show you guys what's the furthest back you can run this play, right? So let's try it on the 5-yard line, right? So let's say we're on a 5, and let's see if this route is still gonna glitch those outside zones out there. So we have cover 3. And now I do want to show you that, like, even though it looks like this, I want you to watch how the route is ran, because it's actually not going to run it how it's pictured. So let me actually make sure I spot him. All right, we're good. Now kind of watch circle, right? So you notice how he's going to kind of climb, and right there, we're going to still be able to deliver the dot. Now you probably noticed something interesting right there. So you notice how that cover 3 corner kind of act like he was going to play him. Be very mindful of that. Now I do want to show you, if we put circle on the out route, what that looks like, if we'll still be able to have that dot. And you can tell, yes, we still are able to have that for pretty much an easy touchdown. So we can still run that concept on the 5-yard line. Now real quick, I just want to show you cover 2, and I'll show you cover 4 drop, just to kind of show you guys exactly what you should expect. So let's go and snap the ball and see. Now cover 2, you can tell, I mean, that's just literally going to be wide open. So on the 5-yard line, you can most definitely run this. Now last one I want to test before we move the ball back some is going to be cover 4 drop. So let's go ahead and put triangle on it, hitch route, excuse me, I couldn't even think for a second. But let me just go and show you that. So cover 4 drop, you can still throw that. Now it is a very contested throw. Now, like I told you, the best way to cover it is probably put a cover 4 quarter over there and man it up. That's literally the best coverage I can tell you. So if you're wondering about defense for, like, real, okay, how would you defend this? What I would probably do is actually take one of these inside linebackers. I'll probably man up circle right here, and then from this point, I would probably just do it just like this, where I actually use this guy right here in a cover 4 style defense. And I would probably leave this guy out there in the purple. It's fine that he gets glitched out, because he's going to sit right on the hitch route, which is pretty good for us. Which real quick, I'll kind of show you why I like doing this setup right here if I had to decide a way to guard it. And I forgot to spot somebody, so that's fine. I forgot to spot somebody, but basically kind of seeing that the out route pretty much is going to be taken care of by the man coverage, and the quarter is going to just kind of make it a tough throw. That's all that's pretty much going to be for, because we know we're going to glitch this guy out. But kind of watch the quarter. You see how he kind of backs up, and then they're going to kind of take away that little window right there. It's just a really hard window to make. So I would actually man it up and play a quarter. That's exactly how I would deal with it, to be honest with you. But it's a really nice play, because I would allow, because what's going to happen is our outside zone, he's going to get glitched right here on this hitch route, which is going to be good for us. And so really, realistically, the only thing our user has to worry about is this little in route, basically. So that's how I would combo to take that away. Just wanted to make sure I mention that, because I know you guys would ask me, real, how would you take it away? But we tried it on the 5. We know it works. So let's actually try something like, let's try the 8. I think the 8 might be a little bit outside of it, but we're going to go ahead and see here, because I want to give you guys a window to run this play in, you know? So when you're running it, you already understand, like, okay, well, I'm on the 5-yard line, I can run it. If I'm on the 8, I can't, type of thing, you know? So we're on the 8-yard line, so let's kind of see what's going on, right? So we're roll out the pocket, and we can still run that on 8-yard line. That is crazy that we can still run that on the 8-yard line. Wow, this play is actually pretty crazy. So let's actually show cover 2. Let's see if it'll glitch out cover 2 the same, because there's a lot of opponents who will just sit in cover 2. And just sit there and just, you know, think they're taking everything away. And we're, nope. Okay, so cover 2, if you're on the 10-yard line, 8-yard line, if you're on the 8-yard line, cover 2 actually will do a great job of playing it. The clouds actually do not get glitched out. So we'll kind of confirm that right here one more time, that the 8 is going to be too deep. So let's, after this, we're going to try the 7. Is it? Yeah. Okay, so the 8's going to sit perfectly. So don't run this on the 8. I would recommend not running it, because we want to run it to where it works versus any kind of zone coverage. We don't want to run this to where it works only on certain zones, because then you're kind of just guessing, and you don't never really want to guess playing Madden, to be honest with you, because you're never really going to win that matchup. But you can tell cover 4 drop, you can still kind of fit that in there, but that's a risky throw. So let's actually try the 7, right? So let's go to, so we got the 5, 6, let's try the 7 right here. So, or about the 7. So if it works on the 7, then we just know that from the 7 on in, we'll be able to run this. So I want to test it versus cover 2 because we know it will work versus cover 3. And after this, I'm actually going to try out some zone drop coverages to kind of see. Yep. Okay. So definitely. So on the 7 on in. So make sure you remember, only run this play from the 7 on in. Do not run it from the 7 and beyond, or it's not going to work versus every single zone coverage that we like. So last thing I will show you is versus man coverage. Then we'll talk about zone drops, just kind of going over that, and that'll be the video, man. I appreciate you guys sticking around, rocking with me. I appreciate that. But just want to show you that out route, it can, you just got to kind of get a fortune animation. So that's why you really want your best route runner there, to be honest with you. But what I would suggest you do, if you're not in the goal line, like if you're not on the 5 going in and they run a man coverage and you want to run this concept, what I would suggest is still take a triangle, put them on a hitch, but I would suggest take a square, put them on a slant. That's my suggestion, so the user doesn't have to go guard circle. And I will show you how they put a purple over here too. They play a style of coverage like this, but this would be my suggestion, because sometimes that slant can win, and you just really want to read the user at that point. If the user follows a slant, you just want to throw circle, you just want to make that read like that. But anyways, last couple things I want to talk about is zone drop. So let me pick the play on offense. And like I said, in case you guys forgot, we're going to be in the trips tight end, and we're going to be running double in cell, which is in a lot of different playbooks. Now, let's actually make sure we do turn zone drops on. So let's just put, I don't know, let's just for the fun of it, like I said, for the fun of it, let's put it at 25. And then actually, let's put flats. Yeah, we'll put them both at 25. So I might be saying, Rel, why is that? Actually, you know what? Let's do like a double Mabel. So let's do 25 and 5, or let's do 20. Most people probably do 25s, so we're going to go ahead and keep it like that. Now let's go back to dollar and let's just go to cover 3. So remember, we have our purples at 5, so let's actually test it out with 20s, and then let's actually put this guy, the safety, right here in the purple, so we can kind of simulate a double Mabel on that side. That's basically all we want to do with that. And I just want to see, are we still going to be able to get open like we want to, So we're going to be able to see here, and what you're going to be able to notice is that they actually combo that. He started to act like he was going to guard it, but he just doesn't. So that's one thing you got to pay attention to in cover 3. And your opponent's probably going to be thinking, oh, hey, that's bagged, right? But wrong, because we're going to still be able to deliver a dot. Now, I'll show you that here one more time before we kind of move on to some other coverages. So triangle on a hitch, and that's going to be all. And also, I still want to show you the in route. Don't worry, I didn't forget about that. But you can tell he kind of covers it, but then he kind of just stops. So you want to wait till he stops, and then we're going to deliver that strike, man. So let's talk about with the in route, right? Don't want you to forget about that setup. So let's take him, put him in a hard flat right here. We're going to take him, put him in a purple. We're going to spy that guy right here. So it basically just created the same kind of defense. Now, except we're going to take him and put him on the in route just like this. So we're going to actually see, can that in route still get open? You can tell it's just going to get wide open at that point. So I like to just interchange between both of those two. It's going to work beautifully for you guys right there. Now, next thing I do want to see is let's see. So let's go to the 2-yard line, and let's actually put clouds out there, because remember, clouds are set at 20. So I just want to show you guys that even if they have 20-yard clouds, it's not going to matter. So you guys see right here, we got clouds out there that are set at 20. So let's take triangle, put them on a hitch right here, and then we're going to go and snap the ball right here. So I just want to show you guys that you can tell it just does not matter. They're still going to get glitched out regardless. But anyways, that's going to wrap it up for this video. Do let me know if you enjoyed this video. I do hope you guys have a blessed day. I'm Rage Real, and I'm out.